Hey, yo, peace, peace. This is your man, L. Judge, coming right back at you with some of that real talk real fast. Now, I prefer to be giving you some spiritual insight right now, but I have to give you a little bit of spiritual insight with a touch of actuality. Now, in today's world, we notice that the climate, man, is kind of bubbling, and the people are getting more disagreeable. But it isn't the people that's getting disagreeable. It is a type of persons who are becoming disagreeable. And they are setting an atmosphere that is very self-destructive and destructive within a whole. Now, the majority of the people on this planet are absolute, beautiful, soul-carrying people, the majority of us. But there is a problem. We have those who wear the mask. Now, what do I mean by I say those who wear the mask? We have people like this. Look at that picture. Look at their faces. These are what you would call non-humanoid people. They have absolutely no compassion or empathy within them. There is absolutely no way for them to obtain that. They exist outside of the so-called human family. Those same people that exist back then, the spirit of those people still exists today. And some people are very prone to accept that spirit. Now, during the time or process of time, laws were created to prevent things like that from happening. And then as time went by and the television came out so the world could see America, so they were trying to say, hey, look, you can't be open with this anymore. You got to get behind the mask. So they did. Not only did they get behind the mask, before that, they got behind the sheet to cover up who they were. Now, for a couple of centuries, or at least a century or two, right, so far, maybe three, we have been dealing with that type of being. And see, that type of being has been forced to act as if they were part of the human family. But deep down, that is what was in their heart. That's was in their spirit, put it that way. Now, these beings feel that they have been forced to not be the horrible beings who they truly are. And they've gotten tired of wearing the mask. And they're tired of, so they're slowly taking that mask off because the world has pointed them out. Look, I'm going to show you again. In today's world, they would be wearing red hats. These same people. In today's world, who do you think they would have supported for presidency? These are the exact same people. We're dealing with the same spirit of these people. Now, many of us on the other side, the humans, we have been in a position where we have tried to transfer some of our humanity onto them. I am not just talking about black people or I'm not just talking about black people trying to transfer our humanity onto them. I'm talking about the human family has been trying to transfer our humanity or bits and pieces of our humanity onto them, but they don't get it. They refuse to wake up because they want to be stuck in their evil ways. And now they are mad because they are not allowed to be who they truly want to be because of all these cameras and media and all this stuff. This is why they rally around that one guy, because he makes them feel comfortable. You know how a father makes their child feel comfortable even in their flaws? Yeah, that's what their daddy does. And they're just being used to tear the world apart. You see, There's this thing where they're talking about their fatigue, but do you know the humanoids or the humans are fatigued of you? We're fatigued of your fragile ways. We have been tiptoeing around you, hoping that you would get it, trying to make an example or good examples on what it means to be a human. We have been doing this for at least ever since then, and that was in the 20s. That wasn't that long ago. That was during 1919, the Red Summer. And we've been trying to get you to understand what it means to be a human and how to carry yourself in a humane way, but you don't get it. And now you're talking about your fatigue. Do you know how embarrassing you are to our fellow so-called white brothers and sisters? They are extremely embarrassed about you, and they completely understand you. Some of them had to escape improper upbringing because of their environment, they had to escape that to obtain their humanity back because it was always there. It's just that someone was trying to point them in the wrong direction. But to those right here, these things right here, and do not get mad because I refer to you as a thing, because what else am I supposed to refer to you as? You're not part of the human family because of your spirit. This is who you truly are. The world is tired of you. And we have let those things get in positions of power. And that's what they've been fighting for the whole time. And we've been watching them put themselves in this position. You see, the ones who came before us, they were like, well, just go ahead, get your job, keep your head down, mind your business, and everything's going to be okay. But they gave us bad advice. They should have told us you expose them and you never let them feel comfortable. And you break them down every chance you get. That would have been the right thing to do. But we took the high road, and now we're paying the price right now by having to deal with these things walking amongst us. And not only, they're scared because they know that the walls are closing in. This is why they're willing to dismantle this whole thing that we call America, just so they can have a so-called safe place in their mind. The things that you have done, you animals, well, I'm not going to call you animals. No insult to animals. I take that back. But what you things have done is a disgrace onto this world. Your evil ways have driven certain people completely insane. Can you imagine having to talk to your children and tell them how to deal with the dangers of the non-humans? And then your children ask you, well, why do the non-humans target us? And then you have to tell them. And then in many cases, the parents they don't know how to analyze what's going on. The only problem on this world or on this earth is the non-humans. And then they're going to bring some more of them, 9,000 more of them over here, 9,000 more people with no morals. This is an interesting situation we're in. But try not to use the word fatigued because you haven't earned that right to be fatigued. You're only tired of being forced to have to act like a human. That's the only thing you're fatigued about because no one's doing anything onto you other than pointing out your flaws. And what is it? You don't want to change. You don't want to correct your wrongs. So you want to hide it or just say that, oh, I'm tired of those people. I'm cutting them off. But when is the last time that you did something to help humanity? When have you even attempted to try to be a part of humanity? So you can't cut us off and say that you're tired of us because you never did anything for us, not anything agreeable. But anyway, this is your man now, Judge. I know this is 10 minutes, and I'm sorry. I hate to be giving you this type of information, but every now and then some people need to be smacked or spanked. And if TikTok doesn't stand up for, if TikTok wants to remove this video, that means that they're not on the side of humanity. It's that simple. I have no ill feelings toward anyone. I love the human family. I especially love the soul family. But to those things that exist outside of the family and outside of humanity, may the laws of existence come upon you righteously, and you may get everything that you absolutely deserve. I'm out.